Welcome back. Last session, Chrome, Husara, Kieran, Korag, and Tyra returned to the excavation camp only to find themselves almost immediately plunged into a desperate battle. With the moon nearing fullness, the Red Runners launched a brutal assault, attempting to secure the excavation site for their dark ritual known as the Maw's Awakening. Fighting through waves of bandits and confronting a cunning wizard, our heroes narrowly secured victory, though the wizard escaped deeper underground, leaving behind unsettling questions and a trail of mysteries. Now knowing the true danger lurks below, our adventurers prepare to chase the elusive foes into darkness. Will you catch the wizard before the ritual begins, or are you going to be too late to stop the Maw's Awakening? So we'll just do a basically summary of what ended up at the end of last session. You guys did follow the wizard down the bottom of the ladder into the tunnels underneath the excavation camp. And this is where we ended our session. I'll turn that down a little bit. And so Korag, your elementals there. Let me so we've got Courageous Anthem up. I got that playing around, got that fixed, so it may drop off. Something is wrong with the dates. Oh, I know what's wrong with the dates. When I fix settings, I messed up the time. I'm gonna do a quick check. I'm actually going to pull up the video from last week so I can see the time. I copied settings over, and I forgot it copies the current date time over from the group I copied it from. So let me go to our last session, and I'm just going to zoom towards the end so I can read the time on the calendar. The 3rd of Dawn March, 7 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm going to set it to. So, double click this. It's the current day. And I'm going to set the clock back a little bit. Set current day. Hour. 5. 10. And then 2 more. Okay, sorry about that. I just noticed something was wrong because we weren't on the first. So we are at the bottom of the ladder. You guys, the bottom of the ladder, a little bit farther to the north, you guys made it around where you see the crumbled walls where the excavators appears made their way into some underground location. And now it's up to you guys as the party to tell me what you're going to do. Actually, go ahead and set your exploration activities if they're not set. Okay. So, yeah, you need to set those in on your sheet or in the party sheet so I could see them. And so right now I've got Crom avoiding notice. I've got Kieran searching, Korag detecting magic. I have nothing for Husara or Tyra.
On my screen.
Let me just open up your character, see what it says on you.
Okay, I had the trait on my token, but I realized I didn't have it open on my sheet.
Okay. I am seeing it now. There we go. I would like, as you're coming into this larger room, I would like Tyra and Kieran go ahead and do that seek action as you're coming into the room.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Crom, you may want to reapply your mystic armor, and Korag, your runic weapon. Nope, that was earlier today. Me doing runic weapon on you. Okay. Tyra. You see that there are lit torches within the room in front of you. The room is covered with cobwebs. There is a door to the west. The room is very large. It's approximately 50 feet by 100 feet. Very large, and you hear some skittering here about as you're going in the room, as you approach the room. Little noises, creatures, can't tell whether they're rats or what. But the only exit that you see is a door to the west.
I see on the map it looks like a door in the southeast.
That's
is
just
that
a little alcove. It is not a door.
Ah, okay. So to the west, is that like under this like face motif or something?
Right here.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's a door. Okay, yeah.
Who's the one who cast light on me, by the way?
All right.
Tyra will turn back to Korag. Now, could you get this light off of me? If there's torches, I'd rather not. Yeah, if there's torches, I'd rather there not be a giant beacon on me.
And let me verify. I was playing around today. Yep. That is the dark. Yeah, so it's full darkness in there. What you're seeing is the light that's provided within. Crom, as you step over there, you notice a bunch of little tiny spiders. Little as in like the size of your fist. Branches of them over there. They're on the wall and on the ceiling kind of around you. They seem to have noticed as you kind of stepped in the little webbing that they started scurrying. So could everybody please roll initiative?
Woo! Oh, why hello there. I hover over it and it says perfectly fine. I fucking doubt that.
I was playing around today, so I may have put everybody at full hit points.
I mean, we
we
rested up before coming in here, was what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because Tyra was sitting at like 10 health with the end of the last combat.
Something like that. Yeah.
So Tyra, with your speak action, you also noticed a spider. Well, I've got you all selected. That's the problem. You also noticed a spider there and there. So two other larger spiders. So these are probably about the size of a good-sized ham. There's one there and one over here. I'm going to begin the encounter in just a second once I get them revealed. And you are
okay. I couldn't see them underneath the cobwebs was what it was.
Yep. They're hiding underneath there.
Oh hell yeah! My rage applied automatically. I did not mean to be up on that step. I started combat here.
I believe I have it set up correctly, so it should automatically rage once I hit begin encounter. That was one of the fixes I tried to do this week. Because you have that feeder trait.
Yep, it's a privilege that Barbarian got from the remaster.
So you're up. You see a swarm and two bigger spiders. This should have shown it to you. There we go. Icky looking.
Oh. Out of curiosity, do they look like they're going to attack?
The swarm currently started moving once Crom walked kind of underneath their web over there. The other two haven't quite started moving yet.
Are they looking toward us?
Not currently, those two aren't, but the swarm is definitely looking at you guys, towards you guys.
Alright, in Tyra's brain, those other spiders can be ignored. If they're not hostile, she doesn't see a reason to kill them. Instead, she's going to fucking batter this goddamn swarm of spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna target this. And Homegirl's gonna bring down the blade on the swarm of spiders, which I remember kind of how swarms work, so this is gonna be fun.
With that, you hit. And as you swing your greatsword in through the spiders, some of them bounce off the sword as you're trying to hit them. You did make contact with several in the swarm, but definitely did not do the amount of damage that you would normally do with that amount of swing with that greatsword.
Yeah, that's swarms for you. Yeah, Tyra is going to then, Tyra is then going to carry that momentum into a second swing. Just essentially bringing it down in like an arc. Words are escaping me today. Tyra will take her lumps and end her turn.
Yeah, as you swing at the mass of the spiders, they're just scurrying around your sword. Basically saying, nanny, 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 come get me.
Fair enough.
And that brings us up to Korag.
Korag will first throw basically just a big rock at them.
Okay. I'm sure that rock is flaming.
Just a little bit of sparking right now, yeah?
Yep. Okay. So you targeted and woof. Ha! Oh yeah, that big huge rock that you threw definitely crushes some of them. Go ahead and roll damage.
I always realize a kineticist versus a swarm is very fun.
And then Korag will basically arc his flying flame right over Kieran and Tyra's head, and then right down on the spiders.
So the that rock that you tossed at him did squish a couple, but the others were able to get out from underneath it. You did some damage. Go ahead and roll the damage, then I'll roll the save from the card. Okay, so they couldn't quite move, from that, and they got squished. I mean, flamed.
And that's my turn.
Yep. Husara.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm try to figure out what this thing is.
Nice. This thing is bunch of little spiders.
Oh,
Again, they're about the size of your fist, so they're not little compared to like a house spider, but they're little compared to the other two spiders that are in the back of the room. They are a swarm, so with what you rolled, you know that they are weak to area damage and splash damage.
all right. Well, I don't know what to do about that, but maybe I can hit one of them with my bow and arrow. I'll try to shoot. Of course, unsuccessfully.
Speaking of which, we have to do this.
Would Fan of Flames be area damage? Because I choose 6 squares.
If it doesn't have it automatically that way, I would mark it that way.
I don't think it did, because I just dealt the 4 damage that I rolled. So
Yeah, so I will give them 5 more. I would consider that area damage. Yeah, so you, Sarah, you barely missed with your arbalist.
And so was it off guard from my recall knowledge? If I barely missed.
Let me look at your thing. I'm trying to figure out.
So every turn that I am able to successfully recall knowledge, the enemy will be off guard.
Yeah, I'm trying to find what feat is that.
That's just Mastermind Rogue.
Mastermind Rogue. Okay, I need to figure. Yeah, so you would have gone ahead and hit that. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yes.
I'm wondering why that. So I'm gonna add that to my list of fixes.
I don't think it's automated anywhere.
It should be able to, but I'm gonna do Mastermind Rogue. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Whew. From that massive hit with your arbalist, it took almost no damage. So between the 3 of your attacks right now, you guys know that it is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
I'd say given the amount that it was able, given the amount it was able to resist, I suspect it might also be immune to precision.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yep,
Pretty
I'll give
sure.
you that. It is immune to precision.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm useless against swarms, but thought I might be able to get some chip damage in there.
You did.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try to get away from where these spiders are in case something bad happens.
Yeah.
And my turn.
Okay. That brings us up to Kieran.
Okay. Well, focused less on the spiders and more on this this scene of this ruined temple, kind of taking it all in. How many years has it been since music rang through these halls? And I will start to sing a somber yet inspiring song, with an inspire courage, but a regular one.
Okay.
Oh, a courageous anthem, since we're remastered here.
Ironically, your elegy in this old ruin is not very haunting.
Yeah, I don't have that one. That's a cantrip, haunting or whatever it is.
So unlike last
I was
week,
just talking
you're-
about lingering composition.
Your
wordplay.
Yeah, your courageous anthem actually did apply to everybody this time.
Woo! We don't
then-
have to do weird, freaky aura things.
Oh, yeah.
I will electric arc just at the swarm over there, since
Okay.
those other spiders seem to be on their best behavior.
Go ahead and roll damage, then I'll do the saving throw. They failed, and they took full damage, and the little tiny spiders are no longer squirming around. That was your 3 actions, correct?
Yeah, it's we've all been to the summer cookouts where they have the electric bug zappers set
Yep.
up. Hear that
Yep.
rapid popping sound of many spiders being popped at once.
I am going to actually I'll do it this way. They have a 37% chance of this guy has a 37% chance of attacking in general. And yes, he will attack. So the one on the back wall saw that, actually kind of smelt the ozone from that electric spark. And it will let me see. Ooh. It is going to scurry. Kind of in the overhead. To here. Which is 2 of its actions, and I need to check to see, or and then it, from the ceiling, it will, I'm not going to target Sparky. Let's try that. Korag, it targets, and it will, you see, bunch of sticky strings shoot out towards you, but the rubble got in the way. With this, you guys do notice that other large spider started scurrying too. So that brings us up to Crom.
Okay. Well, it's yeah, okay, I'm just gonna cast a frost spider that, since it's a bit too far away for a walk. Just a little walk to get closer to it for now. Oh, so it's basically quantitative as well, which is nice. On the spider I can see.
Yep.
Hey, Crom. Oh. Hey, Crom, is there any way you can turn your mic up? You're barely audible, and I have you at 100%.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I turned it a bit earlier because the TV was on.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay, the spider, it appears that these spiders are not very nimble. Yeah, it took so much damage from your frostbite that it fell out of its upper web, and it is now on the floor.
Oh, wow.
It's still alive, but it is on the floor now instead of up on the ceiling.
I will enter Arcane Cascade myself, and it's cold damage. And that is my turn.
Okay, bringing us up to Tyra.
All right, it's Tyra time. Ah, man. The spider's lucky. It did such a pathetic job that Tyra feels bad for it. So hang on, I'm gonna do this responsibly and correctly. One action move. I am then going to punch the spider.
Okay, make sure you target it.
That's a good call. I almost didn't.
Yep.
She is a good idea because it has weakness bludgeoning by 1.
And go ahead and roll
this should
damage.
And this should be 2 fire damage. I don't know why it keeps... Yeah, why it keeps saying 0. For a total of 9.
It's also got weakness 1 to bludgeoning because it
Yeah.
crit failed the
The
frostbite.
save, yeah.
I'm going to look at Tyra's effects. Go ahead, Tyra. That was your second.
It's super dead.
Yep. I remember we said a long time ago that once I hit level 2, I could use demoralize while raging, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna try and demoralize this other spider to convince it to fuck off. For its own safety. Having just KO'd another of its kind.
Okay.
I don't have intimidating glare, so we're gonna see how this one goes.
Me add.
Now, let me just double check that I am. Yep, I am targeting the right one. And actually, I can just go to the basic actions macro. To go over to demoralize. And I doubt the spider speaks either of these, but I'm gonna do it in Draconic for fun.
You got its attention. That's what I will
Alright,
say.
that also works. That also works for Tyra. Yep, that'll be my turn.
That brings us up to Korag. Just around the pillar that you're standing against, there is that spider in the webs up on the ceiling right there.
Korag will come around and just... let's go. This one isn't a swarm, so let's just go and try and slam a little ball of hardened magma into it.
Ooh.
I'm fine missing. These things aren't that scary, so I will pass because that was a 2-action blast.
Okay, Husara.
Alright, I'm gonna try to figure out what this thing is. Is that a spider?
That is a spider, which means that you know it is a animal.
Heck.
Again, you've been well, you already know it climbs. Yeah, it is it's a spider. I'll give you that. I also give you that its reflex save is its highest save.
Alright. So it should be off guard to this
So I'll do the...
crossbow shot.
Okay, I marked it as such.
Huh.
And it did not need to be off guard to it, but go ahead and roll your critical damage.
Beautiful.
Beautiful that that it scrunches and basically falls to the ground. Basically effectively ending that combat. I need to fix something on Monk's tiles. And that does take us out of combat. Monk's token bar. Type in loot. Not supposed to show me the lootable menu, but it still did. Okay, that's fine. That effectively ended combat. Looks like the 3 areas where there was cobwebs. There was the swarm in the first area, and then 2 hunting spiders in the other 2 areas. So Husara, you do notice that there are some rat bones kind of in carcasses, you know, regular sized rat bones in some of those web areas. So there are some vermin down here.
Poor rats.
Well, we feed them from the teenager spiders.
Da 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 da. We leveled up.
Not quite. You will level up probably when you get back to camp.
Okay.
It all depends.
Tyra's just gonna notice the spider's still alive, pick it up, and just put it in this web. Just like give it a little pat and be on her way.
There shouldn't be a live spider left on there.
I non-lethaled this one.
With
A fist.
Fist, yeah, fist is non-lethal.
okay, yep. It came down to the floor.
Yeah, she's just gonna put it in. She's just gonna put it in the web, just like on top,
So you're okay, got it.
and then she's just gonna walk away, just like
Okay.
let that thing sleep. And then she's gonna try and search the room some more.
Those that are actively searching the room, doesn't necessarily have to be what you have as your exploration activity. Go ahead and do the seek action.
Do I get a bonus for this being my exploration activity?
There we go. There's a third.
I'm gonna roll one too.
Okay.
I logged out by accident.
The area that you're in, you could tell that some cleanup has been attempted here. Most of the rubble has been piled back along the northern walls from what's in here. It is fairly clean, it's been swept clean in the southern area. It looks like the excavation people have been concentrating on the western and southern wall while they've been, at least in this room. In the area near the door, you definitely see tracks of footprints. You can't tell how old they are necessarily, going nice worn path between the rubble entrance towards that door. You also see some footprints that go about halfway down from there, kind of where you'd think they've swept down this area. So there are footprints. You can tell people have been in and out of here. Multiple people have been in and out of this region. Really nothing in here besides those 2 torches on the wall.
Is that a dead end that way? It looks like we should head to the west.
Through this doorway?
That's not a doorway. I already said that. There's only one doorway. It's over here.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, that's just a little alcove. There is nothing there.
I'm gonna guess that this man's face is the door. Ah, the door was over there.
Yeah. You should be able to see the door. Can you, Crom, can you see the door to click on it?
No.
Let me check my walls and try to figure out what is up with that.
Because we saw past it for temporarily, but
Yeah, you should be able to at least see the door symbol.
oh,
There we go.
Now
And it is locked currently. Let me make sure it says locked. Okay, update. It is currently locked. There is a new module that we're using. From you have a key for that you got before. It's called a bronze key. I traded it out. I would like you to right click on that door.
ooh. Oh, what? Oh, I'll have to put that key in there.
Yep, you have, and that key is in your inventory.
Ooh, neat.
Nice.
So the key that you had does work.
Yay. That's good, okay. So, ready to open the door?
Yep, Tyra's got her blade at the ready.
As you open the door, it appears that there is a very well-lit circular room directly ahead of you. You see, it looks almost pristine, like it's been very well cleaned. There are what appears to be magical lighting throughout the room in front of you.
How splendid.
Yeah.
I don't see any sign of the bandits.
Tyra's gonna look for traps before entering the room.
Okay, do a seek action, please.
Woo! I hopefully am not targeting anything.
There does not appear to be any traps in the first 15 or 20 feet or so of the room.
Yeah, Tyra will step in, blade at the ready.
Korag will go this far and then cast detect magic. So if there's any other than the lights, is there any magic?
Just
30 feet of me.
Just the lights. And I've yeah, I'm because your exploration activity is detect magic. I'm gonna pretty much let you know as you start sensing magical stuff.
Okay.
No, but you do see the statue that does semi resemble what you guys see within the city of Lambaro at the temple to Arion. It does appear that this, at least at one time, had worshippers of Arion down here.
And then what is Arion? Oh, I can look that up.
He's the god of sun.
Okay.
He's the sun god. You do see that there is another little passageway to the south with a door down there.
Tyra will make her way down and check the door while everyone else is checking the room.
Go ahead and roll a seek action.
I love having expert perception.
You notice that there is a trap within the keyhole of that door. So I'm going to, if you could target that trap.
Yeah.
And then roll that thievery check if you desire to try to disarm it.
Tyra thinks about all 0 times in her life that she has ever tried to lockpick something
Yeah.
and looks over to Husara.
It's not necessarily picking it. Anybody who wants to attempt to disarm that trap, you rolled high enough that you beat its stealth DC to find it. Anybody who wants to do that thievery check, go ahead and target the trap and roll that check that's in chat.
All right, I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot.
I was about to say Tyra will look at Husara and Wordle step aside.
Husara, we're gonna go T. As you attempt to disable the trap, a spine shoots out of the locking device area at you. You're quick enough that you jolt out of the way, not taking any damage at all from the trap.
Does it still look like it's activated?
You can roll another seek action.
All right.
You do not believe that it is active. You believe that that spine that shot out was probably the only one that was in there.
See? You could have handled that.
But the door, you notice, is locked, so it would either require a lock picking or a key. Speaking of which, let's take a quick. I'd like everybody to open up the macro folder that's down at the lower left by your HUD. I added some new macros in the player macros for you.
Which ones?
They're in the player macros. I'd like you to put break lock and pick lock on your macro bar.
It will be very funny if Tyra ever tries to pick a lock instead of breaking it.
So those that are gonna, if you ever want to attempt to pick a lock, you would just hover over the door and then you'd hit that you would hit the number for that whatever the macro bar button that you put it on your macro bar, and then it will roll the applicable check. Crom, you should be able to right click on that and use your key potentially.
How sturdy does the door look to Tyra?
It appears very sturdy. It's built within if it's anything like the last door you went in, it's built within probably an 8 to 10 inch stone wall, and it's reinforced with banding. So, Crom, is the key not working for you?
No, I did try it twice. Because I didn't see the message the first time, so it might have worked.
I just unlocked it for you. Yeah, that key was supposed to work. Yeah, it is a very thick banded wooden door. It is very sturdy.
Likely a sizable athletics check to get it open then. Well, with all that being said, if the door's unlocked, Tyra will open it.
As you open the door, I need to figure out why you cannot see.
There's 2 doors there, it looks like.
Yeah, that may be what the issue is. Oops.
Oh! Welcome to the stone. Welcome to the stone.
Depending of stone or rock whatever it is.
There you go.
Welcome to the underground parking lot.
You see another room in front of you, very similar to that last round room that you left. I'm sorry that it's cut off. I didn't make the map, the padding. You got into the padding. Crom, as you step there, let me get back over here. The column that is right at the edge, right here, it starts to crumble away and fall. I would like you to roll that saving throw. Go ahead and take that damage. And,
Oh, ow.
what the area surrounding that pillar is right now difficult terrain. The column right here basically just crumbled as Crom got near it.
Some Final Destination shit. I'm into it.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
so,
item-
I do just love that that's what Crom sounds like natively.
yeah, let's pick out the temple's falling apart. We should probably hurry.
I just want to check. No, I'll check it in combat.
You can go ahead and move again. I'm going to, with my pencil, my little tiny pencil. It appears that the areas surrounding those pillars, they look kind of unstable. Crom did the seek action with his foot.
Face.
Yep. That said Husara triggered it. Should not have triggered. You do see another door here. This one, straight in front of you to the east. There is another door right there. Oh.
And I'm guessing that the wall of infinite darkness here probably leads to nothing.
That wall of infinite darkness is because I made the map region too small, and it clipped off because of the padding.
Oh, that's what you were referring to.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it is a fully round room.
Makes sense. Yeah, what I had assumed was maybe it's just that like the ceiling had caved in over there.
Yeah.
So, Husara's gonna
Well, if
check the
Husara-
traps.
Yeah, if Husara looks like he's going to try to disarm, then I'm going to try to help out with that first too.
First thing, do seek actions looking for traps.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a thing I should do.
the last one was trapped. This one-
This one doesn't have a locking mechanism within it. You do not seem to notice any traps in the vicinity of the door or that basically 15 by 20 foot section that you're in.
Must be fine.
It looks safe enough to me.
Seems safe to proceed.
Let's just
Well,
open
I'm
it
just
up.
going to take a. Might use one of my potions first. After that.
Okay.
Going
As
into development, and awesome.
good. Go ahead and apply that healing. Yep, it's applied. So you do have that door in front of you. This one looks different than the others. It doesn't have the full banding on it like the first two doors that you went through. It is still a thick, sturdy door, but it does not appear to be totally reinforced like the rest.
Worst case scenario, I suspect me and Crom could break through this.
The door opens, and it
Oh, we
appears...
found the parking lot.
Yep. It appears that it enters a long set of stairs going down and down and down. You are free to take a step through the door to see what you see at the bottom of the stairwell.
Yeah, Husara just hops down.
We get hit with the fucking flashbang trap that none of us caught.
And I will go ahead and activate, once I see the last one pop in, I will activate this scene. I'm going to do something really quick because I did not do it the last time.
Ooh, Fog of War progress got reset. Out of curiosity, are there still torches down here?
In this area, there are not. In the area that you are, when you came down to the bottom of the stairs, there is no more lighting, from what you could tell. I'm going to do one more Fog of War reset because it doesn't look like it got one of the rooms that it was supposed to have. Let me do that. Reset. And we are good. At the bottom of the stairs, you can definitely tell that this area looks older than where you were above the top of the stairs. That first circular room looked almost pristine, nice and newly built, where new is probably only a century or two ago. This definitely looks like it's a lot older than 1 to 2 centuries down here.
Tyra will look to Korag. Is there any chance I could get another light? Thank you.
Already on it.
On it twice, evidently.
It keeps doing it twice when I... So just right-click one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's happened to me as well when I did the Arcane Cascade.
You accidentally manifest 2 orbs of light. Tyra just reaches out, just one of them in her hand. All right, well there's no time to waste.
I am going, let me get on your thing really quick and fix that effect. I did not have time today to do what I figured out how to do yesterday. And there, the light is much less Brit. Looks like Crom's got one too.
It's Korag and the familiar.
I
Korag.
think it's just next to one of the light sources.
So next time when you play and you do the light, it will automatically have the less light on it. I just didn't. So Korag is fine. And let me do the familiar.
Also, Tyra has one if that's affecting things.
I already fixed yours.
All right, sounds good.
And I cannot see where. There we go. Edit. Rules 4 zeros. I mean 6 zeros.
Gotta say, being in this room must be murder for the 2 people who have straight up dark vision.
The passageway continues to the east, going down another set of stairs where from where you're sitting, you can't really tell what's happening, but you do definitely know that it is angling away from you as you would be approaching that direction.
Well, Tyra will just start walking, and if something fucked up happens, then I'll deal with it when it happens.
Well, I'd like my 2 seekers to go ahead and roll their seek actions right now.
Ooh, foreboding.
Just each major area that you guys go to, I'm going to have you do that just in case there's something there.
So out of curiosity, this like big wall over here, does this look like some kind of monument? It's like a...
It looks different than the other walls, I'll give you that. It does not
I can go and check if
currently...
you want me to.
It currently doesn't have anything carved or engraved in it. Go ahead and... just do a basic recall knowledge on it.
Ooh, fun. I don't think I can target the wall itself. So
Yeah,
this
so
be...
I don't want you targeting anything. Just do the basic action macro recall knowledge.
Yep, that should have gone the way it did.
Anyone else?
Recall.
Anyone else notice the rats running around everywhere?
I told you there were rats down here.
There's a lot of
Spider
them.
food.
Yeah, the first time I saw
Can't
them on
say
the... I'm the one that turned them on, and the first time it ran across the screen, I went to squish it because I thought it was a flea for my dog.
I thought there was a fly on my screen the first time I saw it.
Yeah, there
There's
are
one
little
fly.
baby rats floating around there. Now,
Tyra watches one of the rats just like phase through a wall and into the void.
I can make them a little bit bigger.
Oh my goodness.
Smaller's fine.
Oh, jeez. I thought it was unusual size.
But no, I will take
Red's
them back
unusual
down.
size.
I will take them back down to their original size.
My God.
There's just a
Yeah.
bunch of giant rats chilling down here.
It does look different than it looks like it's been prepared to maybe do some sort of carving out of it. That's what I'll get you from that recall knowledge check. There is nothing carved from it yet.
From a basic look at it, does it look like this kind of rock at the very top of it is set up like it could fall upon someone's head?
No, but it looks like it's being set up to be carved into somebody's head.
Okay.
Seems like they were setting up a monument down here. Not really sure. Not really sure when they gave up on that plan, but probably a while ago.
So, was that you, Crom, that just said something as you peeked your head around the corner?
It was
No,
me,
I
Husara.
didn't see anything.
Husara, you actually, as you peek your head around that corner, you actually do see something. You see what appears to be a fully plated knight kneeling in front of some sort of makeshift altar in the room that is to your southwest.
I'll say, looks like the rats down here are friends. There's a knight up there. And I also see a sword or a dagger or something.
It appears to be a some sort of ornamental dagger. It's actually floating in the air just above the altar.
There's
I love-
something funny going on in there.
I gotta say, I love the smaller dagger hanging off the pommel of the bigger dagger, implying that this weapon is armed.
Oh no. I'll go. Tyra, why don't you go check that out?
She's already moving when you say that. She has her sword out, but she has it like resting on her shoulder in a way that implies like, I'm not trying to fight you in case this guy isn't like immediately hostile.
Oh.
So are you doing anything besides walking up? Are you saying anything? Are you
Tyra will get to about here and be like, "Hey, what are you doing down there?"
You just still see that suit of armor, looks like a knight bowing in front of this makeshift altar that's here. Two daggers floating in the air, kind of hovering just above the table.
Looking at the knight's armor, I'm kind of wondering if there's any iconography on it, or thinking along those same lines as far as possibly religion.
From
I was
the
gonna say,
back,
can I roll
it's
religion to try and identify that shrine.
from the back, it's just straight, flat plate mail. There is no iconography at all on the back of the armor.
Along Tyra, is there anything on the shrine that I can see?
Not necessarily from that distance, because it is just about chest level to you right now. So you can't really look down from that range.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably That knight seems like a bulky dude. He's probably in the way. Tyra's gonna try and recall knowledge on these floating daggers.
Okay, go ahead.
Seems like an important detail to not ignore. It seems like an important detail. I almost rolled it on the other thing. Basic action macro. Recall knowledge. Huzzah! I hope nature helps somehow.
No. I would like you to roll. Just roll that check. I just want to see what number you get.
Oh boy. I'm gonna hero point that. Wait. Well. You know, I have hero points. Might as well. I'm gonna hero point that. I see a knife. I see a floating knife. I'm forced to make a will save. I don't trust that.
As you're standing there looking directly ahead of you, you look at that knife. You try to figure out what is up with it. You feel this sense of dread kind of wash through you, and it's like, this thing creeps me out, and then you're able to push that away from you. Basically, not quite fully channeling your barbarian rage, but enough to kind of push back whatever effect was coming towards you.
Tyra blinks several times, looks over to Korag. Looks over to looks back to Korag and Krom and just says, "Now this might come as a surprise, but those floating daggers are not all right." Now this might come as a surprise, but there's something seriously wrong with those floating daggers.
The fact our friend there hasn't responded to us is a bit worrying.
Well, realize, if he's not one of the assailants, he's also someone that the assailants of this place did not interfere with.
Maybe it's
You think we should just leave him here?
Maybe it's just some armor sitting there. Maybe we could take it.
I don't trust it. I think that if this is something that is not going to bother us, we should not bother it.
Yeah.
And then,
Ancient ruins could have ancient guardians.
do I detect magic from? I assume the daggers are magical and the altar is probably magical. Is the knight magical specifically?
The daggers aren't coming off as magical. You are not
These daggers are entire.
You are not sensing any magic currently, besides your normal stuff.
Oh god, these daggers are actually technological. These are cyber knives.
Worrying is, despite the floating daggers, I still can't detect magic.
Could I try, I don't know, strumming my lyre and kind of calling out to him, trying to maybe make an impression of, "Hail, noble sir, we are no enemy of yours or this place, but we are searching for ones that could be. Might you offer us aid?"
And she's gonna walk back over here in case this goes wrong.
I would like you to perform for me.
Okay.
It's like to a met. Oh.
It doesn't budge whatsoever. It's like you're speaking on deaf ears.
See, it's just a free suit of armor. We should take it.
Do you serve Orion? I see if the word Orion triggers him at all.
You say that word. The left arm, really stiff, comes from down by its waist. It's like kneeling in front of this thing. The left arm, very, very stiff, comes up, and you can't see what it's doing, but its hand goes in front of it. All you can do is still see its back, but you saw the arm move and his hand go up and do something to his chest. and then come back down and resume its original position.
Alright, since clearly my friends don't feel like wanting to go up and touch it, I want to see what I know about this. Recall knowledge.
Let me target this guy and do this. Go here. And go here. You do know, you seem to remember reading about, things, not quite fully technological, but mindless constructs, that have been set, either, set by somebody else or something else, making these constructs that actually guard areas or basically became animated on their own. So you believe that this is a construct of some sort based off of the actions that you've seen in your extra looking eyes that you did with your nice, wonderful intelligence.
Yeah, so I'll just say, well, I believe your suspicions are correct. This is a guardian of some sort, but it is a construct. Someone laid it here. And I think it must be protecting something important. So I still say we see what it's defending.
Or we just leave it alone.
I didn't mean to
I
roll.
think that's
I was
curious.
going to see if Korag knows any like basic prayers to Orion and the like.
He probably has heard some in the past. And I will cut and paste that in. Come on. Keyboard. Every time you've heard about, it's not letting me copy. Every time you've heard people around, they always say Arion Lightbringer. And then they say whatever their applicable thing that they're asking about. And then they usually end up with illuminate our way in darkness. And that's how they typically wrap up their prayers.
Husara, if you're truly interested in, or it was Kieran that wanted to look at this thing, correct?
No, that was definitely Husara. I don't think we have a need to make needless enemies when we know that our foes are already deeper within.
We
This
could make
place is a
friends.
curiosity that we can explore once the cult has been dealt with.
I was thinking about doing a simple prayer to Orion to see if we could get this thing on our side, and worst comes to worst.
There, that's better. That's the way the rooms are supposed to look. Yep.
Yeah, see, it might be a friend. It might even just let us through to whatever it's set here to defend. Go ahead.
A simple prayer would
Korag.
be most fitting for this place.
Orion Lightbringer, may you shelter us on our fight against the people who have invaded this temple with malice intentions. illuminate our way in darkness.
As you say that, the suit of armor stands up. It grabs both of the daggers. Appears to put them in sheaths on its waist. And then turns around, grabbing its glaive, facing you, and standing like at a military parade rest with the glaive kind of pushed out in front of him.
See, that's friendly.
So we'll be going to fight the those terrible vandals now. Coming with?
Yes. Does it seem hostile? I'm not going to enter, but either way, but does it seem hostile or does it seem ready?
It seems like it's ready on guard for something.
I believe if worse comes to worse, we can actually return there.
Here's hoping.
So, Crom and Tyra, as you reach around the corner there, leaving the room that had the armor and the daggers, you see a set of stairs that goes up, not quite as far as you've gone down over the last couple sets of stairs, but it goes up and you see an open door beyond it.
Tyra's going to continue up the stairs. Out of curiosity, that suit of armor following us, or is there a guard in that room?
It is not following you. Husara, you still see it facing towards you with the glaive out at parade rest.
He's just hanging out.
Are you leaving
probably...
Sparky behind for a reason, Crom, or do you want me to bring him around?
I can bring him.
All right, I just moved him up a little bit for you.
You know, out of character, I think that there's probably a way to get that thing. But in character, Tyra is probably impatient.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd throw that thought out there out of character because Tyra would never say it in.
Korag, if we need to, we may be able to shout for it with a prayer.
It's been
Well, in
there
that case,
for
I hope that thing. In that case, I hope that thing has good hearing.
Anyway, it's been there for a few thousand years now, and it will probably still be there once we're finished.
Likely.
If it's not, we have bigger things to worry about.
So, Tyra, you see that the thing bends around. And makes the passageway start heading towards the west.
Yeah, Tyra takes one look at this hallway and is immediately going to recall knowledge on, or not recall knowledge, seek on this platform to look for traps because this part of the room absolutely screams, "Come on, step on me! I won't fall. I won't give out from underneath you, sending you plummeting to your death. Come on, you can trust me."
Go ahead.
I was getting like trash compactor vibes where the walls close in on you.
True, because
Husara also checks.
Don't sense any traps, but however, over here, Tyra, again, it looks like something set up to be carved into some sort of statue. Another head, another piece of granite / marble set up on top, maybe to be a head of something. It appears that these crackings probably happened due to an earthquake at some time in the ancient past. The internal areas where the crisscross happens has the same level of aging as what you see on top. So it had to have happened long time ago.
Fair enough. Does the part that looks like it's set to be carved look new?
No.
Or does it look like...
All the stonework in here looks, I would say, at least 300 years old. Everything downstairs here looks ancient.
Seems Seems like this temple was incomplete when it was abandoned. Not sure why they built on top of it instead of just finishing this floor, but I'm not a design person. Anyway,
shame
are you
that
all
they're-
coming?
I mean,
It's-
the earthquake sunk into the ground.
It's quite a shame that their vision was never fully realized.
And again, another open door. And this time, when you peer into that passage, it goes, and it goes, and it goes well over 100 feet in front of you until you see the door on the other side. And with a low level of light in here, you could barely make out that, hey, there's a piece of wood inside the wall over there, making you think it's a door. You really can't tell if it's a door from where you're standing.
Tyra will approach, keeping an eye out for traps, as she is wont to do after that time she got blown up.
So go ahead and roll your seeks for this new zone.
Woo! I opened the wrong thing for a second there.
This makes me realize
Huzzah!
we don't have Alani anymore to just like run through the traps.
And just touch everything. Yep.
Yeah, no, we sure did use Alani as a human meat shield and then died. That was fucked up of us.
Husara.
By us, I mean mostly Husara.
In the area that I'm pinging, so you did a roll for seeking in this whole area. In the area that I'm pinging, you find what appears to be a secret door.
Oh. Tyra, go check around that corner. I believe there's a door there.
Very well. But if very well, but
probably
if you're
no
walking
traps.
me into a trap deliberately, I will remember that.
There's probably no traps. Don't worry about it.
Tyra will check out this wall, having been told there's a secret door.
And this is probably one of those that I've got double walls again. Let me do something really quick. If I do,
Tyra swings her great sword and clears the illusory wall. Need to reveal.
it's the wrong one.
And what critics are calling the dumbest piece of FromSoft level design to date.
Eeny, meeny, miny, wall. Not letting me target that wall. Maybe if I do this. It is not letting me target that wall. Why would you not let me target a wall?
That door is so reinforced, even the GM can't touch it.
Yeah, and that's a problem. I am going to... yeah, you do see what appears where there would be a secret door right there, but you can't quite figure out how to open it. Yeah, I have, actually, let me try this. It is not letting me do that. Yeah, you can't quite figure out how to open it, but there is a secret door that maybe, if you had time with the excavators, you may be able to figure out a way through it, but probably not right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll just put that down there for you. You think there may be a door there?
Superman.
Tyra just looks at the wall. Oh no, we don't. Oh no, we don't have the. Yeah, we don't have the proper piece of gear to clear this area yet. That's a thing to come back to this dungeon for later. A la The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, not bombs.
Yeah, Tyra will just keep walking, having made that clunky reference.
No nonsense, because we don't know what good it is.
And just past what appears to be down a broken wall. Actually, I gotta ping you from here. It looks like this wall went all the way across from north to south at one time. But some bricks have been knocked out of the way, and you see a door just beyond that is closed.
I'm gonna check out the wall. Does it look like it can be climbed and or knocked over?
What the easy pieces, yeah, you guys can get through there easily. The easy pieces to have been removed have already been removed, but with a hammer and chisel, you're fairly certain you could remove the rest of that wall without an issue. Takes some time, but there is enough room for you guys to get through there right now.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure Tyra and Crom are like the two biggest people here. So like, if they can get through, I think the rest of us are fine.
I'll take a
Harold,
look to
wait
see if
until-
there's any traps or anything.
Go ahead and
once
roll
again,
a
I'll check
seek
the
on that door.
It's so funny. Barbarian has good perception.
Kieran, as you're going down, these little things in here, they look like they were at one time bowls that probably held a liquid within them. They are currently dry. Some of them are cracked, but that's what those look like. Tyra, no traps whatsoever. There is no lock on that door. It is shut. You do see faint traces of something right at the bottom of the door. Slight dark greenish in color that's different than what you're the other stuff that you've seen here, where it's all pretty much stonework. You do see some bright greenish color, like something got, like the door was closed over something and it kind of got stuck underneath the door.
So, taking observation of these bowls that seem like they're cracked, then looking towards the door, and then the two like flanking on either side of it.
So those are that's at the very top of pillars. Go ahead. Yeah, these are lower. Those are on top of pillars. Those are actually like globes on the top of the pillars there.
Oh, globes. I was
yeah.
wondering if they were like full basins or something.
No. These next, kind of where you're standing, those are lower. Those are about mid to lower chest area. These are at probably the 6 to 7 foot area. Nice balls on the top of the pillars there.
Got it.
Makes sense. Can Tyra roll nature at the green goop that's stuck under the door?
Yes.
Woo! Would you like that to be a blind roll?
Nope. Doesn't have to be.
Awesome.
This is a fun roll. So describe how you're checking out this green goop at the bottom of the door. What are you physically doing?
Tyra is physically kneeling and looking at it like up close.
It looks a cross between powdery and fluffy.
The door's got mold. Tyra will get back up. I'd recommend holding your breath just in case. She's gonna wait for the other two to get in the door. And if it looks like they're just gonna hang it out there, then she'll open it. Just wasn't sure if you guys were ready or not.
I'm ready.
Just
I'll
hanging back.
nod.
All right. Well, Tyra will hold. Yeah, Tyra will hold her breath as she opens the door in case she's about to get a face full of mold.
Not mold. Something's wrong here. Let me try something. Trying to figure out why. Do you guys see green stuff on the ground there?
Yes.
I see what looks like vines.
Okay. I'm not seeing it on my streamer screen. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
It's the vines are dead. They appear to have gone all the way down another extremely long passageway. But underneath the vines, see the same fluffy / powdery residue that permeates the area. As you look a little bit further, it's not necessarily mold, but it looks like you see some other type of fungus that has noticed you.
Oh.
So with that,
Oh,
we
yep.
will go ahead and roll initiative.
I like how the two enemies this time are some sort of Lovecraftian nightmare fungus and a guy who I'm assuming is named Jim Mushroom.
With that being said, Kieran, you are up. You did see some mushroomish stuff
Oh boy.
in the area there. Wonder if this will let me.
We're rolling initiative. I mean, do they look hostile?
They appear to be moving towards you. When the door had been open for a little bit, they appear to be slowly moving towards you. Not the speed of, the spiders that were scurrying, but very slowly. The at least the purple ones are moving very slowly. You can't quite make out the bigger one that's kind of in that little alcove up there.
Okay. Welp, I don't necessarily like that, so it's time to try a lingering composition. Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Oof. Okay. It's a 1-round Courageous Anthem.
But no focus point used.
Yeah. And, well, then as I begin to sing, I will also kind of use my free hand to, let's see, use needle darts, taking out some of the little pieces of metal from my component pouch and tossing them into the air, and they will fly out with like a little flourish of rose petals towards the ugly one in the back, and needle darts it.
Okay.
Oh shit, he's so fucking stylish.
Gotta be.
Go ahead and roll damage. The needle darts as they leave your hand and penetrate the purple thing that's there. You see little puffs and clouds of dust kind of spit out as they get hit.
I don't think we want to be close to any of that. That is my turn.
Brom.
Okay, from my turn now. Right, and okay, so I take glass shield. So okay. And then arcane stance. Gun cascade. And force damage. It is. And that will be my turn. Oh,
Okay.
I can move towards. Actually, no, I can move towards them. Actually, I'll move about here. Oh, I'm trying to go over wall. Apparently. So that was there. So that'll be, and that is it. It's down there. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That brings us up to that guy. You see it very, very slowly move. And it has the little tentacles kind of around its head. One of them swirls back and it lashes out at you from slapping you in the face. I would like you to roll that saving throw.
Let's fucking go.
Go ahead and take that damage. When it slaps you, you feel it actually take half damage. No, let's see. Hit half damage. You feel like it's almost got suckers underneath it that were trying to stick to you with that purplish greenish stuff. Okay, you blocked it. Good job.
I believe there's also mandatory piercing damage in that case.
It didn't.
No, because the from the glass shield.
Shield blocked it.
Yeah.
No, because it has been 5 feet.
Oh, because of what?
It has to be if for the damage, it has to be 5 feet.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it has to break. Noted.
No, the shield has to break, but moving 5 feet, that was 10 feet away, so it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
one of those cases where like unarmed attacks with reach.
No, it has to be 5 feet.
All right, fair enough.
That ends its turn. Husara. That purple thing moved very, 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 very slow. But you did see it reach out and touch Korag.
Thing's got some reach. Well, I want to know, what else do I know about it?
And
And
we're gonna do an F because they're gonna be off guard to you there. What else do you know about it? You know, if I open up the tracker instead of the bestiary, that it is immune to bleed, fatigue, poison, sleep, unconsciousness, and mental.
all right. Well, none of those affect me, so I'm gonna shoot it.
Doing... Yes, it hit, doing damage.
Beautiful. Oh, not not as beautiful.
Unlike the spider swarm from above, this one took your full hit. It does. A puff went through it, but your shot a little bit stronger. The puff flew away from you as you shot at it.
Then I'm just gonna reload. I think I'm good here. And I'll warn my team. Let's try to keep our distance from these. It doesn't seem like they'll be able to catch up to us. We should be able to kite them around.
That brings us up to there with a dinner strike. The one to the north of you, Crom, slaps out. I do need you to go ahead and roll that saving throw again.
Oh no.
Yeah, crit and a.
With that, as it attaches itself to you, are you going to hero the saving throw?
Yeah.
So go ahead and hero the saving throw, then I'll describe what may or may not happen to you. Should be able to right-click that 11.
Oh, yes, I see it, yeah. No, it's better. Thank you.
It's pretty good.
Much better. You felt like a jolt of pain where it tried to attach itself to you. But you pull back, it separates from you, and you don't take any adverse reaction to what it was trying to inject you with. But it will slam back around, making one more swing with a different tentacle, missing you this time. Korag. You have seen just whips and tentacles come out at Prom as he stepped in.
I'm gonna try throw just a ball of magma at this thing.
Okay.
Let me make sure that was fire. Good.
I need to check something. Yeah, you still would have hit him. I forgot to take it off guard from him. Yep, go ahead and we'll click that. It appears to be shrinking with that fire that you did to it. It's like getting smaller and smaller. Like if you were to get a big thing of cotton candy and start spraying water on it, how it would kind of shrink in on itself. That is what is happening with that purple thing in front of you.
And then it is exactly within range of my flying flame, so I will hit it with that. Can't hit two of them, but I can hit one.
So he will do that. And that. And it scorches to the ground. Basically, any of the little puffiness that's been coming out basically ignites and disappears.
These things burn.
Yeah, they burn quite well. That brings us up to this guy.
Brings us up to Mushroom Jim.
Where he is going to. You hear kind of hard to describe. The sound that comes out of it, it's no language you've ever heard, but you definitely know. Actually, just a second. Let me go to party sheet languages.
I will lose my fucking mind if this thing's speaking Draconic.
Prom. I will actually target this guy here, if it'll let me, or select him. It is not letting me select him. Will let me drag him, but it won't let me select him. It says something that you can understand, Crom.
Okay.
As it's gonna go here. Your shield block was your reaction, wasn't it?
Yeah, I doesn't have any reaction ahead anyway, so I can't. I don't have
So you guys see that creature move towards you, and then it
Oh no.
kind of explodes, emitting spores in a 10-foot radius burst centered on it. Basically have a cloud that is surrounding it. I need to so basically everybody that's within 10 feet of it is inside of a cloud of
I think it has to choose whether to hit Korag or Krom, though, because that's how bursts work.
no, it says each creature that is in the cloud or enters it is exposed to purple pox. There is no damage.
Yeah, I'm saying because bursts, their size is. Oh, okay, so an emanation.
It's in the corner of its own space.
Yeah.
So it would hit.
Yeah, a corner of its own space, so it can center it there. So that would miss Husara and Kieran. It's gonna miss Korag, so it's only gonna get 2.
Oh.
It's gonna get Tyra and Crom.
Oh.
So Tyra and Crom, you two are in. Cancel. You two are in there. It's 10-foot cloud of emanation. And as it does that, it will reach out and try to punch you, Tyra.
It doesn't kill me this time.
And it already did that, so it has to do this.
Oh, wow.
And it misses you.
Yeah, Tyra swats that thing's punch away with her sword.
So I do need you to I would like you to roll this saving throw.
Do I get any sort of bonus because I said before I even opened?
I will give you a +2 for holding your breath.
Oh.
I have to make it. I'll have
All
to
right.
make it as
I'm
well.
just gonna...
At the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then I roll this. Success.
And
Huzzah.
nothing. Yeah, it doesn't affect you at all. The spores, you don't breathe any of them in, or a sufficient amount of them in. So it's your turn.
Yeah, and yeah, no, this thing just ran up in front of her. So you know what? She's just gonna fucking hack at this thing with a great sword, if you can believe it.
Really?
All
Go-
right, that's what we like to see.
Go ahead and do damage.
15. Ooh.
It feels
thing
hurt.
doesn't-
It feels hurt.
Is that for me?
All right. You know, I'm gonna swing again.
Yeah, might as well.
I almost rolled the incorrect one. That does not hit, and I'd rather hold on to my hero point. Can I tell from the way that cloud? Can I tell if staying in this cloud is going to have to make me roll another save?
It looks like it's settling down to the floor rapidly.
Okay. This thing still had to walk up to me to punch me, so Tyra is going to take a step back over here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Kieran.
And she goes in for a big swing that burns a slash across its chest, goes in for a thrust that doesn't connect, and then takes a step back.
All right, let's keep the courageous anthem going. I'll try lingering again. I think 15 is the DC right now.
I believe you're level 2, so it should be... We're going to go here. Normal DC is 16.
Ah, okay. Well, one more round of Inspire.
Yep.
Courageous Anthem.
I'll take it.
But look at all those focus points you're saving for the wizard.
It's a good
no.
feature. Well, I've got 2 of them in range now, so I might as well electric arc both of the fungus here.
So a half damage and a full damage. The big one that's near you definitely looks really, really hurt now.
Nice. That is it.
Crumb.
First of all, I'm moving up 1 square to get so I can get this spin. And then I shall use my spell strike with fucking where's over here? I think I hope I'm gonna do that. Oh,
Let's fucking go!
Nice use of that hero point.
yeah, we go to as well. So it's real
Hey,
damage.
just because this is a nat 20, I wanted to ask, how do you flavor the gouging claw spell strikes with your fist? Is it like Wolverine claws?
Yeah, I was thinking within claws, yeah. Or I punch it and
Nice.
then punch it and the claws just spit out, smack it.
Oh, I like that.
So I got a quick right.
Yep.
And then my piercing claws. I've done that by damage. Okay, not bad. So 7 damage, so 19 damage. That thing.
That was a crit, so I believe he takes both. I believe it takes both those twice.
Nope, the crits rolled into it.
Into the first image, yeah.
The gouging claw.
I don't know if
Is-
Gouging Claw.
The gouging claw for some reason didn't double. Oh wait, no, it's because spell damage doesn't double in
Yep.
Foundry for some reason.
But it should be 14.
If you
Yeah, it
hit
should be
choose plus 2 persistent damage. So
Yeah, it was a quick
it's not going to be 14. It's going to be an extra 5 for 12 because the plus 2 does not double.
I think. No,
No, it says it deals double damage on a critical success.
On a critical.
When you
and double the bleed damage.
Oh, and double bleed. So I'll go ahead and just damage it again. So yep, there we go. Yeah, that one specifically spells it out. So yeah, you did then 26 points of damage to it.
Is the piercing damage and the bleed damage well,
That thing
Oh,
just
no, that's-
bleeding
that's good.
spores.
No, because that's because it's persistent bleeding damage. Okay, never mind. Yeah, don't worry about that.
For spells, it never doubles the damage. You have to click the button below it where it says
I know,
double.
but
Yeah.
I am going to give it 4 hit points back because
They don't bleed.
They don't bleed.
Okay. Well, no, because the bleeding
Even if
damage
it-
is persistent. That's persistent bleeding damage. So I don't know if it counts.
Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna take those 4 back because it did not put them in. Let's see. No, I just want to make. So the 7. Okay, yeah.
It's just
So
a-
it did it correctly. So I'm gonna give it take those 4 away.
Yeah, because
No,
it doesn't.
It did not. Yeah, it did not actually put any bleed damage on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because persistent damage is, I believe, at the start of
right.
the persistent damage.
Yeah,
to
but
target's
he still wouldn't.
turns.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't take any damage from it.
Also, where's it forward? You'd say
Gosh.
from the forward you'd say from the pepperpox, the spores as well. Actually.
Oh, yeah. Let me
yeah.
put another fortitude in there. We forgot to roll it for you.
Yeah.
I got to put it in from this guy because it's got the right saving throw.
To the
Purple
surprise of
pox.
No one, there's a lot going on in the Magus' turn.
Yeah.
Nope. Where is the saving throw? There's the saving throw.
Okay, success. Okay, good.
You succeed. As the spores settle to the ground.
Now, I think he's ever never done it.
Bringing us up to Husara. Oh, nice. I'm gonna make him flat-footed to you. The big one, right, Husara?
Hard to say because both of them are being targeted by 3 people, and everyone in the some shade of blue.
Yeah. So the big one is weak to slashing damage.
Oh.
Okay. So do I know if it has any death effects?
Yes, it will blow up.
It will blow up.
Yep, you can tell as it's been taking damage, it's kind of expanding, like it's breathing in, getting ready to release all of the spores that it has within it.
All right, then I'm going to step back and say, sorry about this. Good luck, guys.
No.
I'm gonna shoot it. Oh, might not matter. But I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
All right, good use of a hero point.
Yeah, that's 2 hero points turned into crits.
Yeah.
It's been a productive combat.
Yeah, until I die from explosions.
God, my damage is not great.
And with
Good
that,
shot.
it will emit spores.
If it's emitting spores in the same place, I think it doesn't hit anyone.
Yeah.
It will hit Tyra and Korag.
Ooh.
Okay.
This
that's not bad.
motherfucker died strategically. I see you, fungus Jim.
So I'm gonna go T for target, and we're gonna do the pull that into chat. I would like I'm gonna put it back in. I got a shift T to target Korag, and then I'll put that back into chat. I'd like you two to roll that saving throw.
Oh God. This is why I held on to my hero. Do I get that +2 bonus still? Just want to check.
Yep. It bursts, and because it just got done spitting out its spores, it doesn't quite release as many as it did the previous time, and neither of you are affected by its burst.
I just imagine this thing lets off its burst of spores, and it connects with the fire dragon, and the fire kinetic, and just the spores ignite in the air.
Yep, I would say that's very good flavor for that. Is that your turn, Husara?
Yeah, that's my turn.
And that brings us up to Mr. Tentacle Guy, who is going to try to reach out and touch Crom. Crom, can you roll that, please?
Whoa.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Fuck 'em up, Fire Emblem.
It reaches out and slaps at you again. Something about you, it is not able to get out, make that attachment to you. It will, with the other one on its head, its second one, it will try to slap at you. Please roll another save.
Not nimble enough to not get slapped, but durable enough to avoid whatever the fuck this thing's trying to slap you with.
And with that slap making contact, it does send Crom to the ground, and it will move its maximum distance and end its turn. Korag, you're up.
Korag's just gonna try and kill this thing. Just gonna hit it with plain old fire.
That blast of fire definitely makes contact with it. Decimating it.
And there, with no other enemies,
We're gonna take a break.
Awesome, I was about to ask.
Yeah, I forgot to do it before that last combat. I should have done it there. So we are going to take
Fair
a
enough. I'll be
quick
right
break.
back.
Hey, Ian Bach. Bach. Close the extras on my screen. Okay, waiting on Kieran and Tyra and Husara. Okay. Hey. Kieran, are you there? Yep. Tyra, are you there?
Apologies for the delay, gentlemen.
Okay, now that everybody's back, the big spore went poof, Crom went down. What are you guys doing as the last spore gets torched by the flames that are being wielded by your characters?
I'm gonna take out a potion and run over to Crom with it.
Okay, make sure to target him when you do the use, please.
Tyra will just walk over and check the perimeter.
Let's see. I've got a few things here.
Crom, go ahead and apply that healing.
And then Korag's gonna ask Husara to help aid him in treating Crom's wounds.
Okay, so go ahead and I moved what screen everything is on. Go ahead and do that. From the macro one from basic action macros.
I'll use a hero point.
Okay.
I did use basic action macro, but it doesn't seem.
It doesn't from a hero point. It doesn't do the healing. So just go ahead and roll your normal healing dice, and we'll have him click heal.
I should have 3 more of those.
So click both of those heals.
Oh, and I actually do need to damage him since it doesn't look like it rolled that either.
Nope.
Yeah.
That one's still not automating right. Risky surgery.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I'll just take the 8 then. Because the 7 cancels it over 7.
Yeah.
I believe there's also supposed to be a modifier on treat wounds healing, or I might be thinking of potions.
I'm going to Korag. Second. I am going to click this.
The only modifier is risky surgery turns successes into crits.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh, risky surgery is actually kind of baller later.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Even right now, it's really good. It's just I rolled a 7 for the 1d8.
What you notice as you guys are going over there to fix up Crom, this entire back area, it appears that you have the bodies of a couple bandits are back there that are kind of fungied over. I do need to advance the clock.
I lose wounded because somebody who will retreat wounds.
Yep. And I'm gonna change my clock 2 minutes and advance at 10. Tyra, I know you're keeping watch. Basically, you see decomposed bodies wearing similar material that the bandits were wearing that you've attacked upstairs. Tyra, as you're keeping watch in this lower area, if you were to get to right about here, you can see around the corner and see a closed door. But you hear chanting from behind that door. You hear multiple voices. Zulmathak, Aziel, Zumathak, Orsus, Zumathak, Bloodbound, Chains Undone. By crown and bone, by Shadow's heart, open the seal, let death's reign start. That door's supposed to be shut. I
It's on my screen.
Yeah.
but on my so here's something weird. On my streamer screen, I'm seeing the door open and I don't see half of the creatures in there. I am going to do something about that really quick. So before you open the door, I'm going to drag some new creatures out just to see if something got goobered for me. Yeah. I guess I'll drag them out with not their nice stuff. I had changed the images of all of them so that wasn't just the generic bandit, but I guess I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with. And I've got to do it with 4 more things. Because I want to... shift click, shift click, shift click. And you're not seeing that one either. Shift click. One. There we go. They're showing up. Okay. I'm sorry about that. They were all on the screen earlier today when I set everything up, but I'm seeing things on my GM screen I am not seeing on my streamer screen, but I want the stream to see that. And I gotta
Just while
change
you're doing that.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say while you're doing that, Tyra's just gonna make sure there's not a trap on the door. You'd
There-
get stuck with like a poison dart.
There
at the start of
is
this
no
combat.
there is no trap on the door, and the door is not quite fully shut. It's like they rushed in there, slammed the door, and it did not get shut all of the way. Enemies.
Oh, awesome. The moment Tyra notices that and sees everyone's in position, she's gonna kick it off and wait for the cut and wait for the room to render.
Just a second. And there we go. I do think I have everybody there. So you will be able to see it when the door is open. Like I said,
Am I good to open it?
you hear that repeated chanting over and over again. Emphasis, chains unbound, darkness crowned, bleeding crown rise, souls now drowned. You're free to open that door.
As they're saying that, Tyra just says in the doorway, "You're done." Just try and fuck up the rhythm. Also, hello there, Graugust from Abomination Vaults. What are you doing here?
See, it's supposed to be a different image.
Fair enough.
It's supposed to look like... I swear I clicked... Oh, I see what happened. It had... There. Better?
Oh, he looks a lot freakier now.
Yes. So much freakier now that... I will actually show you a picture of that one. If I can bring the picture... Click. Close. Add. Submit. And I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to describe the scene, and that will be probably where we're going to end it tonight. I need to click enemies.
Fair enough. Valid.
Yeah, that's fair. 'Cause this looks like a long combat.
Yeah, it will be a long combat. This is what you see leading the chanting in front of you.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's pretty cool.
The
Oh, God.
guys to the side that are doing the chanting. As you kick open the door, you see the backs of 5 individuals to you. You see the faces of 5 individuals facing you. The wizard that ran away is standing directly in front of you, being guarded by 4 bandits. Appears to be 3 regular lackeys and maybe some sort of captain. In front of you, you have 4 people chanting, one leading the series of chants. And I have to delete another token off the screen and drag another one out, you see in chains in front of a what appears to be some sort of runic engraved, there's runes on the ground, and behind him this individual is in chains looking directly at the leader of the chanting. As you kick the door open, you hear the one in the center yell, "Do not let them near the altar. Hold your ground. Your very souls are pledged to this moment. Protect us at all costs." And with that, we will end today's session. We have, I'll roll up my initiative so you guys can figure out where you are going to be in the initiative order when we begin combat next session. Kieran, you're going to be the first one that goes, followed by a bandit.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be a quick fight. I've got a spell that'll just take care of this.
So I'm going to bring my Foundry back down to my bottom center screen so I can click in. So let's see what that last roll was. Okay, I'm going to click in here.